Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Turn it up!
I am your DJ. Turntables activated.
It's the Big Bad Wolf.
You are now about to witness the strong
DJ DaMoon.
Is he nuts? DaMoon.
The magnificent.
90.7 FM HD2 Bama State Radio. It's your boy DJ DaMoon. And I'm not really a DJ, I just play one on the radio. But this is another special edition. And you know, anytime I have a special edition, I have a special guest with me. So I am honored. I'm definitely honored. I'm privileged to have a true veteran, not just in the music industry, but in entertainment, Marques Houston.
What's up? What up, sir?
What's happening, Marques Houston? Now, I just want the people to know that this is really you. Let them know who you are, man.
What's up, everybody? You know what I'm saying, out there, all my people out there, you know, it's your boy Marques Houston, man. I'm a singer, songwriter, actor, producer. You know, I try to do as much as I can. Let's just put it that way.
Right. Now, Marques, man, I gotta tell you, man, you cross so many lanes, man. And right now, I want to do this for all. We got a lot of young listeners here, man. Okay. So I want to do this for all of my young listeners. For one thing, I want you to take us back. Okay, we know Marques Houston. We know the brand, but take us back to where it all began. Immature. How was the group started?
First of all, let me just thank God, you know, because without God blessing me with everything that I have, I wouldn't be able to have gone this long or to start it or anything like that. So, you know, praises be to God for everything that He's blessed me with, and I'm super appreciative. And like I said, you know, like you said, it started with Immature back in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, Immature turned into IMX. We grew up a little bit, and you know, we've done Scream tours, we've done, you know, toured all across the world, and I've had a wonderful experience with my two boys, LDB and Romeo, for all those years, man. You know, I wouldn't trade those years for anything. And then, you know, when it was time, I got into my 20s, you know, started maturing a little bit. I think we all collectively made the decision as a unit to, you know, to say, you know, we've done what we can as a group. You know, we've taken it this far, and you know, my boys blessed me to go ahead and do my solo thing. So I started my solo career when I was like 20, 21. Yeah. Like right around the time we did You Got Served. And, you know, Marques Houston is took it from there, you know, and like I said, I've been blessed to have an extremely wonderful career, you know, beautiful fans out there that have embraced me and followed my career, and I'm just very, very thankful and very humbled by all of it, man.
Definitely. And I mean, you said one powerful thing, man. You gave all the praises to God, and that's what's up.
Yeah.
That shows why you still here today. And I'm going to just give the listeners, man, like I said, we got some little young whippersnappers out there. I'm going to give the listeners a little background, man, on Our Worst Behavior, the first Immature album, okay?
Wow.
Okay. Then we take it to Playtime Is Over. You know, then we take it to We Got It.
We Got It.
Then The Journey. Like, you people just don't know this started in 92, man.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
And this is 2013. So when you first started, like you were young in the game. Tell me,
I was like 8.
8 years old, man.
Yeah.
8 years old. So let me ask you this: what have you learned transitioning from a young kid to a teenager to an adult as an artist?
As an artist, I learned what I learned, the same thing I learned as a man, and that's to always keep God first.
Yeah.
You know, one thing that about my life, you know, when I was younger, I didn't really understand the relationship between myself and God. I was just out there doing my thing, and you know, I did learn as an artist that it takes a lot of hard work and a lot of determination. But all that means nothing, and I've learned a lot from athletes. You know, watching Michael Jordan's interviews and Kobe Bryant. You know, these things that they work so hard, but they also understand that God has given them a task. You know, and He's, you know, the talent comes from God. So it's like without giving God the glory or God the credit, you know, it can all be shut down. It can be taken away from you as fast as it's given. So, you know, one thing that I learned as an artist and as a man is to always keep God first and work hard and be true to what you are and who you are, and never get cocky, man. Never get cocky. Don't allow yourself. I mean, I had my moments when I was younger. You know, you're a young whippersnapper. You out there doing your thing. Ladies are screaming for you. You know, you start feeling yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I had to learn the hard way a couple of times that that's not the way to go. You know, so definitely staying humble is like, you know, staying humble and keeping God first are the two most important things in life and in the career.
Yeah, and you know, this isn't the Sunday edition, but I just want to touch on that too, man. I tell a lot of people, man, like when you're in God's direction, man, you got to go His way, because if you don't go His way, you won't make it.
That's
Bottom
true.
line, like you got a lot of people out here who's doing it, and they may make it, but they're going off of luck. They're going off of chance.
Exactly.
But if you're in God's direction, man, you have to go His way, man. So I applaud that, man. And also, man, was the transition difficult? You know,
it was very difficult for me because I was used to having my boys there with me. You know, we had toured, you know, like I said, toured the world and had all these concerts together, and I was used to, you know, feeding off their energy and dancing with them and partying with them, and we had we were a unit, we were one, like, you know, and making that transition, you know, like I think the Scream tour, I think 2 or something like that was our last tour we did together. Yeah. And you know, I cried like a baby, man. You know, I sat in the room and because I knew it was over. We had made the decision. We had talked about it as men, and you know, I literally bawled my eyes out like a baby because I knew it was a new beginning for me, and not because I was just ultra sad, but like, you know, it was sad, it was, you know, anger, it was happiness, it was all those emotions balled up into one. And, you know, I knew it was, you know, me taking a different step and a different journey by myself. And, you know, that was hard for me. So the transition was very, very difficult. But I had them by my side the whole way, you know, support me. They were still in the studio. So, you know, even to this day, we still cool and we all hang around each other. You know, me and Ron, we have a company together and everything. So, you know, we always just going to stay boys for life. And that's how we do it, you know what I'm saying? But the business is the business. And then we keep it moving, you know? Yeah.
Well, that's what's up, man. Now, Marques, you're a singer, you're a songwriter, you're a producer, music and film producer.
Yes, sir.
And we all know that you're an actor. Now, how do you balance your career to be so well-rounded like that?
Well, I mean, it's really, this might sound like, you know, cliche, but it's really scheduling. You know, if there's 24 hours in a day and you have 30 things to do, you may not get them all done if they all take an hour. Right. You know, if you have 30 things to do that take a couple minutes each, you can get them all done as long as you have a tight schedule. So, you know, there's certain times where I have to take off from my music to, you know, I started a film production company with Chris Stokes, and we doing movies together and stuff like that. And we produced a couple of movies now, about 4 of them. Mm-hmm. You know, and you know, Battlefield America was one of them that came out last year. And we have a couple of more that are scheduled to come out, and that took a lot of my time and energy and focus. You know, being behind the scenes, producing and stuff like that, it really took a lot out of me. So I had to like totally put my music on hold for that moment because you can't. That's one thing you can't do both at one time. Like I can't leave the set and go to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you know, I had to take some time and really focus on that. And then once I had a little break, I'm like, you know what? All of my fans on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, they would hit me up like, please come back to the game. We miss you. We need that R&B. We need your voice back. And I was like, you know what? For my fans, I got to do this. You know what I'm saying? And I went back into the studio. Had to shake the mic dust off a little bit because I had a little bit of that, you know. Yeah. But I got in there for my fans, and I really, really appreciate all their hard work and their efforts to you know, write me these messages and just stay with me, stay rocking with me with all I've been through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now you mentioned Battlefield America, and in that film you played it was a marketing director. Yeah. Whose life has changed through these kids. Now, that role seems like, and I don't know you personally, but just from what we know of Marques Houston, the entertainer, that role seems quite opposite of you.
It was a very deep challenge for me because, for one, I don't have any children. You know, I love kids. I love to have some of my own one day, but I don't have any right now. You know, I've been blessed to not, you know, have the kids out of wedlock because I believe in, you know, doing it right. I believe in a kid having both parents in the home. I grew up like that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't knock anybody out there that have had babies on their own. Like I applaud the mothers that struggle out there, the single moms and single fathers out there that do their best to raise their children. You know, I definitely respect that and I applaud it. But you know, I grew up in a home with 2 parents, and I've always wanted that for my children as well. So, you know, so this movie was very difficult for me because, one, I'm a dancer, and I didn't get to dance in this. And I'm used to being choreographed and being on the opposite end of that. So, have to play like a leader, and, but it really gave me a lot of inspiration. I got to be around some great and talented, wonderful kids that were really, really incredible to work with. They taught me a lot, you know what I'm saying? Because, it's one thing to be doing a movie like You Got Served when we got all these, we were all teenagers and in our 20s and stuff like that. You see all the professionals and it's your peers, but it's another thing to be around these kids that are so professional and so talented. And, it's a good thing to be around. So, I really enjoyed that movie, and it really was different for me. You know what I'm saying, for that character.
And I'm gonna take you back again, man. You've been acting just about as long as you've been singing. Your debut was Baby Kids, right? Yeah. So I mean, and then not only that, everybody knows House Party 3, and
exactly,
and that movie, that was a very adult industry. So let me take you back. How was it being a young actor in the very adult industry?
Well, we had a ball on that set. It was a lot of fun because people treated us great, but we were bad kids. We would go around touching on the PA girls' booties and stuff like that. When we was little, we go squeeze their booty and run. So it became everybody called us like the little bad kids on set. So but it was great because we got to work with professionals and we got to learn the business at an early age. Working with a director and a producer and being on set and knowing how to be professional and being on time. So it taught us a lot early. It taught me a lot early. And then right after that, I did Sister when I was 12. Yeah. So I've been, like you said, simultaneously doing the acting and the singing at the same time. So it taught me a real lot about the business and about the professionalism that you must hold in your integrity as an artist and as a person that you must hold in the business, because the business is shady. Yeah. Let's be real. Everybody knows that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's real shady. You got a lot of people out there that try to tell you things, that try to turn you against your team like that. But another thing that I realized as an artist is loyalty really, really is an important factor, in life and in this business. You look at these artists like Justin Timberlake. Mm-hmm. He never left his team. He's always stayed with Johnny Wright. He stayed with Timberland, and it works. That loyalty, that says something about a person, and people can read that. Yeah. And people like that, whether they like to admit it or not. Right. People really appreciate the loyalty that people have towards each other. So I know that being loyal and always doing things right, not being shady, because the business is shady, that doesn't mean that you have to do shady business. I've always tried to keep my business 100% honest and upfront with people, you know what I'm saying, because I feel like at the end of the day, God's going to look at me as a person, as an individual, and he's going to judge what I did, in my life. And I always like to be honest and straightforward with people and do straight up business.
Hey, let your light shine, my brother. Let your light shine, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, it seems like I got to ask you this, man. You're acting and you're also singing. Which one do you prefer?
That's a tough one because singing is what I do. It's who I am, and it's what I've always done. Acting, you're somebody else. You're portraying this character, and you're focusing so hard of being somebody else. Sometimes you can lose yourself in it. So acting is a little more fun, like if you go outside and play. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Singing is me. It's in me. You know what I'm saying? It's what I do. I'll always do it. Even if I decided not to do it publicly anymore, I'm still going to be a singer, artist to the heart as long as I live. You know what I'm saying? But acting is like it's something that you're not used to. You know what I mean? It's something that you can go experience different situations. Every movie is a different situation. So it's more of a creatively acting is more fun because you can creatively do other things. But music is it's in you. It's what drives me, and it's what I am. So it's just more part of me than acting is. Yeah.
And you said music comes easy, but does it stop at R&B? I mean, would you ever venture into other genres of music?
I definitely would love to. I would love to do some blues, some pop, some neo soul. Like my musical ear is out of this world. Like if you look at my iPod, it's like music from everybody to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't specify on what I listen to, which translates, what I record. I know what people love from me. Yeah. People love when I do R&B music, and I love to give the people what they love. but also definitely want to venture out and kind of, do some, things here. But I'm not going to do it to where people's like, okay, this dude done lost his mind. You know what I'm saying? Because
right.
I know when to stay in my lane. But it is definitely an idea of mine to be able to venture out and do certain little things or whatever. Maybe a song here, a song there, not a whole. You ain't gonna see me doing our country album. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say, you gonna change your name?
Yeah, you'll never see that. But I definitely will, try. It's worth a try.
Okay. Well, that's what's up, man. I gotta say, man, as a connoisseur of good music, man, R&B has kind of turned more so R&B pop. The soul is left, man. And where's the soul in R&B now? I
think people are too focused on getting a hit. Than really going for what they want in their heart and making great music. Because music changes and it evolves, and people try to go with the times as opposed to, going for what they know, which is why I respect Justin Timberlake so much, because he really does music that's timeless. Yeah. And that's what I try to do. I try to do albums that you can listen to like now and 10 years from now and you still love it. I try to really make timeless music that never goes away. I don't want to make an album that's hip right now and then next year it's played out. You know what I'm saying? And I commend Justin for doing that. I love his new album, and I think he's doing a great job as far as musically, because he's really, he's doing real music. Yeah. And I appreciate that.
And that new record is dope. The new record is dope. And I got to say, man, Speechless is just as dope, if not doper, man. You brought, when the song drops, you don't have to question if Marques Houston is bringing the soul back in R&B, because when the beat drops, you hear the soul.
Yeah, man. It's heartfelt.
Girl, you are the definition of a real woman. I can be all the man you need, but there's just one thing that I'm really trying to cope with, and girl, I want you.
And like I said, I like to do music that I feel like people can feel. I like to make music that people can either put you in thought or it makes you feel. You're either going to think about something or you're going to get a feeling. That's the kind of music I like to make. Something that you can put on the album and you don't even really notice that it's there. You just listening to it and you vibing to it and you just liking what you hear and you just getting that good feeling. So. Speechless. That feel good music, man. And I'm trying to get that back into the world, because there's not enough of that anymore.
Where do you get your inspiration?
My number one inspiration is God, and but when it boils down to it, all the experiences in my life, all the experiences in my friends' life that I've seen, that's where all my musical influence comes from. Or to write music, it's like I can watch a story on TV and write about it. I can write about something that personally happened to me, or I can take myself and put myself in somebody else's shoes. Somebody can tell me a story what happened to them, and I can write about it based off of that. So it just comes from what's around me. You know what I mean? It's just how I'm feeling at the moment.
And you've been in the game all these years, man. What has been the hardest thing about being Marques Houston in the entertainment industry?
The hardest thing about being Marques Houston is, all the negative energy that comes with it, from people hating and stuff like that. And also having to sit and watch. It's like watching your baby change, watching your baby grow up. Watching the music industry come to this point from what it's come from, when back in the day it was about real music and just feel good and artists, getting along. And now it's so political, and it's about who you know, it's about who you got on your record, it's about who you beefing with. And it's just becoming like high school. In high school, it's all about the popular crew.
Right.
Who's popular, who's not, who's hanging with who's dating the football player, who's dating the cheerleader. I look at the music industry like high school now. It's a bunch of high school kids running around, trying to be the hottest. Yeah. And, but then in high school, you got the band. And the band is always going to rock you out, no matter what. They ain't worried about who's popular. They ain't worried about who's this and who's that. It's all about the music. Yeah. So I like to consider myself the band of the high school.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Artists like myself were like Justin Timberlake, and real, Miguel. These guys are out there doing music, and I like to look at us as the collective band.
You just gave us a collaboration, man. That's a dream collaboration right there.
Yeah,
you,
that would
Miguel,
be hot.
JT.
Yeah, man, let's make it happen.
Let's do that, man. That's hot. We need that for R&B right now, man. We need to make that happen. And speaking of that, man, like, what would be Marques Houston's dream collaboration? Like, whether today, yesterday.
My dream collaboration would have always definitely been me and Michael Jackson. I grew up listening to Michael Jackson. That was my idol.
The video would have been dope.
Oh yeah, so that would have been my dream collaboration. But I'd say I give right now. I think I'd give a Marques Houston, Usher, Justin Timberlake, Miguel, and Tyrese on the record.
Word, man.
That'd be a hot collaboration,
man.
And Robin Thicke.
What?
Yeah.
Man, you had to do a reality show just to do the one record. Like, we got to see that on film,
all
man.
the R&B crooners, you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's what's up, man. Well, you got the new album dropping. Well, what can we expect from that album?
You can expect just great music. I'm trying to do great songs that, like I said, make you want to think, make you want to feel. Just that feel-good music, Not a lot of features, not too many features. I just want to make good music to where you can put it on and just listen to it the whole way through. And I don't like albums that you got to skip around and say, oh, well, I like 3, but the rest of the album sucks. Right. I want you to put this on from top to bottom and listen to it and love it every time you listen to it.
Right. And any producers? I know you produce, and I didn't know that about you, Marques.
Yeah.
You produce?
I produce. I produce, write songs. Yeah, it's just me and a couple of new producers out there. You know what I'm saying? My boy Rich, Eric Sire. It's just so we just doing our thing. We in the studio rocking out.
And I gotta ask this, man. Like with you being a producer, what do you find? I guess the fun is like producing music, writing music, or going into the vocal booth and singing.
Producing and writing.
Yeah.
One thing about me. And it's funny because I am a singer and I'm an artist. I hate recording. I know that sounds weird, but I hate the recording process. It's the least fun of it all.
You like the creation?
I like the creation, yep.
Yeah.
I like to be creative, but the recording is just like, I'm like, You know what I'm saying?
What else? What's up, man? Well, final question, man. Other than yourself, and we know God. Because you referenced that throughout this whole interview, which makes it even more powerful. Yes, sir. Who else do you credit your success to?
I credit most of my success to Stokes, man. You know what I'm saying? He was like, we were like Michael and Quincy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm Michael Jackson, but I'm saying, he quarterbacked my entire career. He's groomed me into the artist that I am right now. And without him, I wouldn't even be here. You know what I'm saying? And I credit a lot of my career, my success to him because he was there from the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And of course, Kelton and Jerome, being my boys right there by me, sticking with me the whole way. And that would have to be it for me.
Well, that's what's up, man. Well, hey, man, Marques Houston, ladies and gentlemen, here on the line with us today, man. And tell the people where they can find you out there, your social media.
Yes, sir. Instagram. It's Real Marques Houston. That's RealMarquesHouston. My Twitter is just Marques Houston, MarquesHouston. Facebook, Marques Houston. And I think that's about it.
And Marques, the streets want to know, man. They blowing my Twitter up. The streets want to know.
What's that?
Can we get an immature reunion?
You gotta stay tuned. There's something in this album that may,
Okay.
We gotta see. I ain't gonna give away nothing, but I ain't gonna say too much, but maybe.
Word. Well, we appreciate you calling in, man. We appreciate the love, man. I gotta say, man. You're a real humble dude. I meet a lot of dudes in this industry, man, and you're a real humble dude, man. And wish you many blessings, man. And
Thank you, man.
I look forward to the album. The single is dope. What number album is this? How many is this?
Is it 6? I think 5 or 6. Let's see. Let's go through.
He lost count.
MH, Naked, Veteran,
yeah.
Mr. Houston, Mattress Music, and this, 6.
See, anytime you got to just think hard about your albums, like usually people like, oh yeah, I got this, that. Nah, man, this dude is a veteran in the game, and he's not stopping now. He's only getting better, man. And before we get out of here, Marcus, I want you to introduce the new joint.
Yo, what up? This your boy Marques Houston, right here chilling. Bama State Radio, stand up, ASU. You know how we get down. This is my new single, Speechless. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. It's on iTunes. The video's on Vivo. Y'all check it out. It's your boy Marques Houston.
Boom, 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 boom. Girl, you are the definition of a real woman. I can be all the man you need, oh, but there's just one thing that I'm really trying to cope with, and girl, I want you to know that you need to know every time I'm with you, I freeze up. Look what you do to me. Beauty's got me all bottled up. I'm going crazy. Girl, you got me speechless, 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 babe. So baby, I need your patience, 'cause I need time to think about what I'm gonna say to you. Because the next time that we meet, I wanna be so prepared. 'Cause girl, I got a problem, and I just gotta get over it. 'Cause whenever I'm with you, I freeze up. Look what you're telling me. Your beauty got me all caught up. 'Cause girl, you got me speechless, speechless. Oh, you got me speechless, speechless. Baby, I'ma do my best to get close to you. You're the perfect one for me, the one I'm not gonna lose. Every time I'm with you, I freeze up, girl. 'Cause beauty's got me all bottled up. Got me speechless. Got me speechless.
Y'all heard it first right here on 90.7 HD2 Bama State Radio. It's DaMoon exclusive interview with Marques Houston, the Marques Houston. We appreciate you coming through, Marques Houston, or calling in.
Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Definitely. It's 90.7 HD2 Bama State Radio. You've been rocking with DaMoon and Marques Houston. And I'm not really a DJ. I just play one on the radio. We out.
Exclusive.
DJ DaMoon.
Is he nuts?
DaMoon.
DaMoon.